Good afternoon, good learners and teachers. Today we'll be focusing on areas of 2D shape. My name is Mr. Manyoni. So the main topic of the area of the 2D shape as per ATP or CAPS document. So at the end of the lessons, learners must be able to use a formula to calculate the area of the squares, rectangles, triangles, and circles. The area of a 2D shape. Definition and formula. The area of a two-dimensional shape is the amount of space that can fit inside the shape. It is always measured in unit squares. When calculating the area, all the sides of the shape have to be measured in the same units. Therefore, a learner is required to convert between the units. So in this case, we have kilometers squared, hectometers up to millimeter squared. So it means each interval is 10 squared. So it gives us the value of 100. Remark, in the above diagram, when moving to the right, you multiply by 100. Which means that moving from kilometers to meters, you multiply how many times? You'll be 100 times 100 times 100. Now, when you move to the left, you divide by 100. For example, when you move from meters to kilometers, you say 100, 100, 100. How many times? 3 times, and divide with it. So remember that we only focus on kilometers, meters, centimeters, and millimeters. No calculation will be performed under hectare, deca, and decimeters. Now let's convert between the units. First examples, 8 kilometers to meters. So in this case, we'll not talk about the squares. So we move how many times? It's 1, 2, 3. So many tens will be 10 times 10 times 10. Then times by 8, which gives us 8,000 meters. Step number 2 now, we talk about converting from 8 kilometers squared to meter squared. Remember now, we talk about what? Square units. When we talk about square units, means 10 squared each intervals. Will be how many times? 100, 100 times 100 times 100. 3 times and times by 8, which give us 800,000 meters squared. So we continue now with our formulae. The square, the area is side times side, give us x squared. Rectangle is L times B, give us LB. We talk about the object must fit inside to calculate what? The area. A triangle is area of a base times perpendicular height, which is half B times perp height. So let's continue with our formula. So for the circle, we have area is equal to pi r squared, or pi into half diameter squared. A diameter is a line passing through the center and joining 2 points on the circle. It divides the circle into 2 semicircles. The radius is the line from the center to the point on the circle. It is half the length of a diameter. For example, d is equal to 2r, and r is equal to half d. So let's look for the semicircle. Area is equal to half pi r squared, or pi r squared divided by 2, or area is equal to half pi d squared, or d divided by 2 r squared, all over 2 because it's semicircle. Then the simplification of it give us d squared over 4, which give us pi d squared divided by 8. Now let's look for the calculations. Given the rectangle ABC D, we have a length AD and the side, the width, which is DC. So the area of this will be area is equal to LB, which is AD times DC. The substitution gave us 10 times 6, which gave us 860 centimeter squared. Number 2 example, given the square ABCD, all sides are equal, so the solution area will be the side squared, which gives us 10 squared. Solution is 100 meter squared. Number 3, the area of a triangle, half base times height. So our base here is 133 meter, and then our height is 24 meter, which gives us 1595 meter squared. Now remember again, before we go to the circles, let's look for the explanation in terms of pi. Pi is a name given to the ratio of a circumference of a circle to its diameter. For any circle, no matter how big or small, you can divide the circumference by diameter and always get exactly the same number. Therefore, the value of a pi is always the same. The decimal version of pi is 3,14159 continuation, which is a rational number. So we often avoid not to use 22 divided by 7, which is referred as rational values. Use the pi as 3,142 to calculate the area. This is our circle. Our radius here is 9 centimeters. So we pi r squared as our formula. So our r is 9 centimeters, and we square it. And we substitute our pi as approximately 3,142, which gave us the value of 254 centimeter squared. Next, use the value of pi as 3,14 again to calculate the semicircle. Our diameter here is 48 meter. So our formula, because it's not a full circle, is going to be half pi r squared as our formula. So our r is going to be 48 divided by 2, which gives us 24. This is where I get my value of r. Then simplification part of it, pi is 3,142 times 24 squared and divided by 2, which gives us 910.90 meter squared. Last one, we're given the semicircle, but in this case our diameter is dotted, so it won't have any impact to our radius, because we talk about what the area is the object, what is inside the object. So not the same as the one of the perimeter of yesterday. So our radius here is 26 divided by 2, which gives us 13 centimeters. So our formula is area is equals to pi r squared divided by 2. Substitution gives us pi 13 squared divided by 2. Then it gives us the value of 265.50 centimeter. Thank you very much for listening.